What's up, reefers? Who wants more reefing? Come check it out. Alright guys, so what's up? Here's another video, and one quick update is that I wanted to mention I switched out my Radions, the XR30s and the XR15s generation 5 for these 360X Kessels, and I much prefer the shimmer of a Kessel. Just can't beat it, and it grows corals just fine. So I mean, the intensity is good on them. It's enough to be able to grow any of the acropora or clams that you would ever need as far as the lighting intensity. Well, depending on how deep your aquarium is, assuming that you have a normal sized aquarium. And so, a lot of people will use them with a fill light too, such as T5's fluorescence, or the some of the other blade style long supplemental lighting. And so as far as I decided to go with just more Kessels, I think it's just it just makes sense for me to be able to just have more points, more lights, more smaller Kessels up there instead of just one and some other filth. So instead of just having just 1 point, or two Kessels, 2 points up there, I've got 4 right here. So certainly this way it gets much, a good enough coverage on the reef to be able to get good enough lighting, good enough power, I believe. And so yeah, that's why I went with these. Really like them so far. And what else do I have to say? Oh, I like the bars, how the cables go through the bars, and I got these extender bars too that really come out all the way out to, even though this is just 24 inches, the actual aquarium is an extra 6 inches to the side right here with this crazy water storage for freshwater automatic top off that I'm not using, so it's just waste of space right there. But I have the lights hooked on right there, so that's why they come out straight through the middle with these extender lights on them. And so I also have the adjustable angle on them, so I can hit them just the angle I want to. Just angled in like this is just perfect as far as getting the light not directly in your eyes, and you're getting really good coverage over the aquarium. So yep, there it is. I think just more Kessels. It's just more shimmer, is more the better. And I can't say though that the shimmer, the more Kessels that you do put up there, and the higher intensity that you do, and the lower you get it towards the water, the less shimmer you do get overall. So definitely have less shimmer on this one than I do over here, for example, on my coral quarantine system with just the one right there. But still happy with the lighting on these so far with the Kessels. What else am I talking about? Oh yeah, the pH and alkalinity. The question isn't what are you chasing, what are you monitoring, which one is more important. Is the alkalinity more important? Is the pH more important? I don't know. The only thing I can say is that which one are you adjusting? Because if you are adjusting your alkalinity and testing your alkalinity at least every other day, then that's a nice easy way to be able to keep track and to keep up with the alkalinity usage as needed. But if you're definitely adjusting the pH, look out, because that's extremely dangerous unless you're using just photosynthesis through a refugium, or just extra lighting going in the aquarium itself. That's okay. But if you're using any of the toxic kalkwasser, or, by the way, which sucks, and or one of the other balance like I've been using, or one of the other pH bumps it up, look out for trouble. That just asking for trouble. In fact, I think I'm just going to stop the whole thing. I've convinced myself it's just not worth it. Maybe if you're a coral farmer out there, and you're really wanting to push the production up your acropores and everything, that might be one thing. But if you're just an average hobbyist or reef, you're really probably not worth it. Just to be able just the cost risk benefit just does not work out in my head. And so, but I just thought I'd give it a try. I was curious about it. And so one thing about I was going to mention too is about these, I'm using these two pH monitors right here. This one is the PinPoint. And what I would like to say, it's like right now, see it's at 8.23 or so. And so that's the high for the day, and then it'll go down, you know, like down to 8.1, I believe, or so. So, you know, that's fine. It should be fine for any of the aquapores and everything that, and the reefs. I've seen them just, as far as like heard, everybody's reefs is really does fine, even those lower pH levels. It's just getting that, bumping up the pH just for that extra color and extra growth and everything else. Just this is the high risk of the pH monitor is just off. It's gonna burn all your corals up and everything. It's just really easy, in my opinion, to do that. Anyway, what I wanted to say here about the PinPoint monitor is that it's important to realize the accuracy of the monitors that you're dealing with. And as far as the documentation for this American Marine PinPoint monitor, pH monitor, is that it doesn't say what the accuracy actually is. So clearly it has a resolution of tenths to the hundredths degree right here. So it's 8.21 into the hundredth, but that it doesn't say that it has an accuracy. Now the accuracy is what they're talking about. Resolution is just what it's showing. It's not actually accurate down to that level. And so yeah, according to their documentation, it just says, oh, it's very accurate, even though they don't say what the accuracy on it is. And so definitely some fudgy information here from American Marine. Hopefully they'll update their information. And that being said, I've used these for years and years. I've had these on here, and I can say that at least they're reliable and consistent. And however, it seems to me that it's probably accurate down to the one, just to the 10th right there, like plus or minus 0.1, I would say. 0.1. So if you're at 8.3, you know, you look at it either 8.2 or 8.4. But that's just me guessing, because they should say on their information what it is exactly, because it's hard to imagine that it would be as bad as a 0.2 fluctuation like a lot of these cheap monitors are. And that it's hard to believe too that it would be as accurate as the HANA pH tester that I showed you on my last video, that has the accuracy all the way down to a 0.05 plus or minus. So that way you know that if it's at 8.3, then you know that it's either 8.35 or 8.25. So 8.25 to 8.35, so that would be spot on, as just about as accurate as you can get, I believe. So yep, that's what it is for these guys right here. Oh yeah, one thing I was going to mention is that I have the darn heliofungi on here. I was talking about how we didn't look good, and how it's starting to get some of these starting to get receding everywhere and started to die off. So certainly today's lost the heliofungi. It just died on me today. I just removed it a few minutes ago, so there it is. Such bummed out that I lost them. So I'm thinking that it just wasn't getting enough food overall. I mean, I was trying to feed it as every week or so, but maybe it just wasn't, you know, a lot of times it would take the food in but then spit it out hours later, so it's hard to tell how much, you know, it's actually taken in or how much it pushes out later on. So maybe it just wasn't getting the nutrition that it definitely seems to be needing. I don't know, maybe if that was it or not. But other than that though, here it is. Check out what else. Also had that bubble coral over here on this side, and he was as well lost him, or no, well, I moved him down into the coral scrubber, that is down underneath, that's right. But it definitely looks like it's dying off on me, so I thought I'd just move it away from this other green bubble that seems to be doing really good for now. So he was right there. I don't know if it was getting stung by the verminted snails right there, or just irritated by the slime and everything else, or whether it was getting stung by one of the other corals right there. So yeah, I don't think it's because it was on this side, so it was against the glass where it died off. So that's kind of weird that it would have died off, but that's just the way it goes. Definitely have to have strong skin in this hobby. That's right, you could certainly lose a lot of corals in the process of just learning how to keep these guys good. Right, Yellow Tang? Alright, so guess that's it. Let's see, what did we check out this check out the aquapores really quick in here. This is the pink fuego. Pulp extension on is not bad for now. What else do we got? Got the green millipore right there in the back. Got the green slimer. Got the kryptonite tenuous. I got the frog skin right there in the back. I got the rainbow. No, it's the radical red stag, and then a patch of the little rainbow loam. Right, Mandarin? Alright, and then I got my digitata garden right there. This guy broke it off. It seems to the purple digitata breaks off really easy. I think the yellow thing hits it by accident, breaking little pieces off. Alright guys, well that's it. Quick update, and looking forward to getting the new clams in. Got the 2 new big clams in coming in from Pacific East Aquaculture. That would be the big Squamosa, 6-inch Squamosa, as well as the 4-inch Maxima, Tiger Maxima. So, alright guys, we'll check back for the next update. Happy reefing. Bye.